This is Yerushalmi Shevi'is. The article Ozva edition. I say Yerushalmi Shevi'is. Our article Ozva edition. We are Daf Nun Beis Amud Aleph with Mishnah Beis, and that is in the Vilna on Yudches Amud Aleph, and it is the second of the wide lines down in the Mishnah. Oklal Echad. Okay, so Oklal Echad Amru. They said another cloud. Koshu machal other machal behem, anything which is edible for. We had this in the previous parak. Anything which is edible to human beings, machal behem, or to animals, or even something which can be used as a dye. Miskain baretz, and it can be it lasts in the land. In other words, there's no end date for it. So yesh lo shvi'is, has shvi'is, dama shvi'is, and it has kusha shvi'is, and ain't lo biur, but it doesn't have biur because it never is eliminated from the ground, from the fields for the animals. Well done biur, and so to its price. It doesn't require biur as well. Ezo, whether these types. Ikar aluf hashoite. Before we had the ola aluf hashoite, which is kole la behema min hasodeh, but now we have the ikar aluf hashoite, which is not kole, the root, right? And same thing with ikar adandina, which I believe we said was mint. Krabin, karbanin. This is its leaves look like the stinker of a scorpion. Kamnoki suggests that since it's so bitter, animals don't eat it. Your Yotze, evidently, Mishnah says in Erevin, your Yotze mitzvah smora with a carbonin, so therefore it's never kolel mina labehema mina sodeh. V'achal b'tonim, whatever they are, v'buchria, whatever that is. Kavnoki says he doesn't know. Chavetzonim, he says something which grows at the roots of a neitz chachalov, which I don't know what that is. Umina tzovim, and from dyes, hapua. This is in English it's called mador. I don't know what that is. Mem dal resh, spelled in Hebrew. Rakfana. Rakfa is a Brazil tree, a Barzil tree. Maybe it's a Brazil tree. Anyway, it produces a red color. Yeshem Shvi'is, the main Shvi'is. They do have Shemitah, and they're not allowed to work them, cultivate them, and if we sell them, the purchase price is Shvi'is. Again, they never call a behema min hasadeh. And remember, the vein is buying at Rosh Hashanah. He says you have to get rid of the money before Rosh Hashanah, and the reason for that is because the fruit itself, we're not concerned that you're going to do schora with it because everybody can recognize that it's perish fees. But we're concerned with the money, that the money you might come to use for another purpose, and therefore you have to get rid of it by Rosh Hashanah. So it doesn't have you don't have any kusha shvi'is on the money. The Omule said to him, no, ein lam biur. You never have to get rid of the fruit or the produce, whatever this is. Certainly their proceeds you don't have to get rid of as well. Next Mishnah. This is all part of this one Mishnah. Klipe rimon, peels of pomegranates, which are used as dye. Vanechelo, the flower of the pomegranate. Klipe gozim. This is the shell over the shell which we get nuts in, and also it's used for dyes. Galinim, and evidently they are certain pits of fruit which actually are suitable for oil, not for color, for oil. I guess extract olive oil from pits, and from dates you can extract. No, dates are used for machal behema. So any galinim which have use for adam behema or tzeva, they have Yerushalmi Shevi'is, the name Shevi'is, they have Shevi'is, and they have any purchase price for them has Shevi'is as well. Next Mishnah, Mishnah Daled, Tzava tovei la'atzmo, Tzava tovei la'atzmo lo yitzma b'schar. A painter or a dyer who has different types of dyes and payers fees, he can paint dye for himself, but he can't make money because you can't do schora payers fees, and if he is doing it in a commercial way, then that is forbidden. Now you can, if you're exchanging parish fees for something which is ochel nefesh, that's okay. But if you're exchanging it for a fee, even when you're going to use something of ochel nefesh, anytime you do that in order to make a profit, it's schora and it's also. V'lo b'vcheres, a similar thing, a b'char ba'amum, which belongs to the Kohen, you can't purchase it in order to sell it and make money. And that's because you might come to leave it around and be over the prohibition of shearing or working it. V'lo b'trumos, and by truma also, there's a takola. If you leave it around, maybe the Zohar comes to eat it, so therefore you can't leave it around in order to make a greater profit. Below velos, nor with carcasses, no treifos, nor with animals that are treif. Below b'shkatzim lo mosim, nor with the rodents or creepy crawly things. Hello, Mishnah Hey. Below yelokech yirokos sadeh mocher b'shuk. You shouldn't take vegetables out of the field. Now, the yirokos sadeh don't have an issue of sfichin. Only yirokos gina, garden vegetables, not wild vegetables. So the yirokos sadeh, and they're going to enumerate it later on in Perek Tes. They don't say svichim. You should not take them and sell them in the marketplace, as normally do, because that's also profiting from payers fees. I will locate, but you can gather. Ubno mocha yodo, and his son can sell for him, and certainly somebody else. And of course, this is the fundamental principle of otzar bastin, where bastin becomes the seller of the produce. Lokach atzon lo sir, if you purchase for yourself, payers with lusha shvius, and you have left over, mutar l'machon, you can sell them even yourself in the marketplace. Mishnavav, lokach. Not the way they put all the mishnayos here together all of a sudden, but that's the way it goes. I see. There's a different breakup here in the article. There's a Kavanaki. Okay, in the Kavanaki it's only 4 mishnayos. In the Yerushalmi, in the article it's only 4 mishnayos. Here it's broken up into 6 mishnayos. Okay. Lakach b'chor l'mishta b'no l'rega v'lo tzarich lo. I think probably the Kabbalah's breakup is more arbitrary. Lakach b'chor l'mishta b'no l'rega v'lo tzarich lo. You purchase a b'chor for your son's chasna or for yontif, and you don't need all of it. Mutar machil have to sell the rest of it, even yourself in the marketplace. Tzadi chayav ofas v'dogim. Some hunters of animals, wild animals and birds and fish, which they brought up in their nets, non-kosher animals and fish, mutar machil to sell them. Even somebody, nismana here means it happened upon him. In other words, he found it along the way. He's also allowed to but take it and sell it. Take it as long as it's not your career, not your job. So Chacham say you can't do that. You can't. I guess you should just leave it there. Don't be lokach it and don't sell it. Okay, so that is this longest Mishnah at the beginning of the parak, and now we're going to do the Gemara. Tzavoyin l'adam, ma shetei aleim kedusha shvius. The question is, you want to dye something for human purpose. Is that considered something which you can do with something which is suitable for human consumption? Is that a downgrade which is not permitted with Peirush Shvius? So the perhaps only things which are designated for dyeing you can use for dyeing, not things which human beings can consume. Well, Nishminim Adab, let's learn from here. The Tanya says lachem, koshu tzarech lachem, anything which is for your purpose. The Tanya law, and we learn concerning this, could go achila b'shtiya b'sicha, the eating, drinking, anointing, utzviya, and also dyeing. Yotzam muluk mashen el chaylim. This I think Rabbi Yossi argues on this in the Bavli, and maybe we'll get to Yerushalmi as well. But this excludes melugma, which is to make a plaster. In other words, a bandage. You can't. This is only for sick people. That's diminishing the use of Peirush Shvius, and you can't do it. Yotzta aluntis. So also this precludes aluntis, which is a type of wine. Which is has an addition of a farsimon, persimmon. She'ena elo litfeilin. Evidently, it's only for people who can't normally taste wine. So you add this in for flavor. So this is not a proper usage of the Peirush Shvius, I guess of the persimmons, to use them for this special wine, which is for some special people. Rabbi Yonah boy lama yotzam melugma shein lo kedusha shvius. Rabbi Yonah asks, why is melugma different? That it doesn't have kedusha shvius. In other words, that this use of shvius is inappropriate. But Tanya, did we learn? Don v'tzad v'zera istis. These are types of dyes which are used for dyeing for a human being, but you can also eat the seeds. So and now these are seeds which grew during Shemitah, which from plants which grew during Shemitah. If you planted these seeds, Motzai Shvius, Kedusha Shvius, Chalale. Now it seems that you're allowed to plant them, Motzai Shvius, but they do have Kedusha Shvius. So now the interesting thing here is because even though by planting them you're not going to eat them, and it seems to be a downgrade, that's okay, because this is going to make them suitable, these seeds, which are otherwise not suitable for usage. They're going to use them for dyeing. Okay, that's going to make it so whatever grows, you're allowed to dye. So it seems that you're allowed to cause a loss to fruit of Shemitah in order to create a dye for the purpose of human being, as long as that's the derech to do with that plant. Seems a good raya. Maikadun. So okay, what's the conclusion here? Davra shavet lekulchem. Enachanami. Anything which is shavel chol nefesh, you can do with Peirush Shvius. So therefore, since dyeing clothes is universal, so then you can use anything which is suitable even for human beings for the purpose of dyeing clothes. But you can't use Peirush Shvius for the purpose of melugma or alontis, because that is not shavel chol adam. And that brings us to the mamish the top of the Gimel Rav, so we'll stop here. Oh, and I did not mention this beginning. I should mention now that this limud should be as close for Yerushmi Eretz Yisrael and Am Yisrael in our war with Tzor HaTzoreo Sanu, and the glimmering of hope we had today, Erev Shabbos, Parshas Vayetze, when we released the first batch of hostages, should lead to Yeshua's Menachamos.